right, so welcome to How to Eat Intuitively for Gut Health Part 2. If you haven't checked out Part 1 yet, I'm gonna leave the link up here and also in the description below. It doesn't really matter which one that you check out first, it's just in Part 1 I'm giving a little bit more of an intro to it, but you can, again, it doesn't really matter. There's no specific order of the principles. You can also just check that out afterwards. So today we're gonna go through, so I mentioned the first 5 principles in the first video. There are 10 in total. So now we're gonna cover the final 5 principles of intuitive eating. So if you're excited to get into this, make sure to give this video a like and also subscribe just to make sure you stay updated on whenever I post a new video. And if you are new to my channel, my name is Anna and I help people heal their gut to be free of digestive issues, pain and fatigue, and instead regain their energy and simply feel light, free and vibrant in their bodies. And if you want more information on that, I'm also going to share a link down in the description. All right, so this is going to be principle number 6, which is discovering the satisfaction factor. So this is really all about really tuning into the flavors of the food and simply enjoying food. So really learning how to enjoy food. And I mentioned this also in the other video that it's today, things are moving very quickly in our society. We tend to also move quite quickly, and our eating habits can take a bit of a hit because of that. So again, it can be easy to feel like you just need to kind of rush through eating. You know, if you're kind of on the go, it might be eating while you're driving, which you shouldn't be doing, by the way, but it might be that you're doing. And it could be just eating on the go, eating while watching TV or being on the computer or on the phone, or just eating by the desk while working. Whatever it might be, when we're also focusing on something else, it's very challenging to tune into our meal and what it tastes like, and also listening to our hunger cues as well. So how does this play into gut health? So first of all, when we're not taking our time to eat, it can be that we're eating too much, or maybe even that we're not eating enough, or we're not eating the right kinds of foods. We might just be getting something that's ready, that's heavily processed. It's also not taking the time to chew our food. It sounds very basic, but this is such a key thing in gut health, to actually chew your food and taste the food and enjoy the food as well. Your gut will know, otherwise it will react to it as well. So that's kind of how it also plays into to gut health. And I would say this is really a self-care and a self-love practice at its core. And as with anything, as with any new habits, it does take a little bit of time. It might feel a bit strange in the beginning to just sit down and enjoy your meal. But I do challenge you to try this out. And it can also be a good idea if you tend to eat in maybe very noisy areas, if you can, that you try to find a space that is a bit more quiet and relaxed. I know, for example, in my last corporate job, we had a canteen, and pretty much everyone would eat around the same time, and it was always very packed, very noisy, and kind of just this very stressful energy. And I could always feel that I was just getting like wrapped up in that energy, and I could just feel that I was just eating fast just because everyone else was doing it. So it's very easy to pick up on other people's eating habits and also the energy in the room as well. So just a little tip, that's something that that I did. I just tried to find a more quiet space, and that really helps with that too. All right, and before we continue, I would love to know, do you feel today that you're taking time to eat, or is it something that you need to work on? So let me know in the comments below. All right, so number 7 is to cope with emotions without using food. I know this is a big one, but it's also a very, very important one. It's an important one when it comes to building up that trust again with food, and using food as something to nourish your body and give you energy and take care of you, and not something to be used as comfort or reward or numb emotions such as boredom, feeling anxious, feeling stressed, whatever it might be. So something that I do with my clients to have them work on this is to write a list of 5 to 10 things that you love doing. It can be anything. It can be if you love, let's say you love painting, or you just love going for a walk, or maybe having a little bit of a pampering session at home. So whatever it might be. And so when there is this tendency to use food as a way to numb emotions, then you pick one thing on your list and you do that instead. So it's just to create new habits, and instead of using food as a way to numb emotions, that you do other things. So you do other things that you love doing. So it's just about changing your mindset around things. All right, so number 8 is to respect your body. This is all of them are key principles, but I think this is really one of the core ones, and it plays such a big role in changing your mindset around food and trusting food, and I would say overall with your health and well-being as well. I, for one, know personally, because I didn't respect my body for years, having an eating disorder, doing excessive workouts, so being very, very hard and harsh to my body. So that building up that respect towards my body was really key also in my own healing journey. And I would say a lot of times it can also be perhaps you've had someone else for a very long period of time making negative comments about your body, or maybe you've built up this ideal that you think you need to live up to. So there might be a lot of different reasons for it. This is not to say that you shouldn't look after your weight, for example. There might be times where you're underweight or you're overweight. So, and of course, this can have an impact on your health and well-being. So it's always about getting to a healthy weight. But I would say when it comes to respecting your body, it's also respecting your body where it is at the moment. And then, whatever work that you need to do from there, that you take it from there. And I would also say when it comes to respecting your body, I like to think of it also, it's the same, when you're having respect towards someone else. And so when you're respecting someone, for example, you're being kind to that person, you are listening to that person, and again, just also, respecting and not judging where they are in their life or where they are at the moment. And it's the same for your body as well. So really listening to your body, being kind to your body, and viewing your body as the vehicle to take you through life in the best way possible. So you want to, again, be kind to it and nourish it with good food. Make sure that you're getting in movement, which your body loves. So just taking care of it so that your body can take care of you as well. And something that is very powerful and that you can do at home is to say a little mantra. So this could just be something that you're saying internally out loud. You can even do some mirror work and look at yourself in the mirror while saying it. It's very powerful to just say these kind of things out loud, and you're also just putting out to the universe that that you're respecting your body and just setting the right kind of energy and a vibration around things. So, for example, a mantra you can say is just, I respect my body, I nourish it with food, movement, and sleep so that I can live my life to the fullest. So create something that feels right for you, that feels powerful to you, and just try this out at home. All right, and principle number 9 is movement. And you might be wondering, okay, what does movement have to do with intuitive eating? But movement plays such a key role in overall health and well-being. So I think that's also why they wanted to include it as part of these 10 principles, which I also think makes total sense. So movement, and especially if we're talking about gut health, if you're not moving, your gut doesn't want to move either. So it's really, really key to also get in some kind of movement to not only take care of your gut health, but also your overall health and well-being. And I think also, you probably notice when you are doing some kind of exercise that, you do feel very good. It also releases very good kind of feelings and happy hormones in the body as well. And something that I always also tell my clients is truly find something that you love doing. Don't go to the gym and do CrossFit if that's something that you're just feeling like, oh, this is just not something that I want to do or get up in the morning for or go to after work. If you just love dancing around in your house, or if it's going for a power walk, yoga, swimming, whatever it is, find what you love doing. And so it's something that's joyful and not overwhelming or stressful. Right, so the final and 10th principle is gentle nutrition. So this is all about eating as clean and wholesome foods as possible without getting into a controlling or restrictive mindset. And I think especially with gut health, where plant-based foods and wholesome plant-based foods are absolutely key. And I'll share a couple of videos as well down in the description where I go more into why plant-based foods are so important for gut health. But it's absolutely essential. So I think that's also where that comes in that sense. And I think also it's so much about creating a new mindset around food. So using food as something, again, that is nourishing your body, something that gives you energy so you can simply do all the things that you want to do in life, whether that's just having enough energy to get up in the morning and exercise, spend more time with loved ones. Perhaps you're in the process of setting up your own business and you just need a lot of extra energy and motivation for that. So whatever it might be, and focusing on using food as the tool and the fuel for accomplishing these things. All right, and if you're looking for more personalized help and support with healing your gut and also especially your relationship with food, make sure to book your free session with me today. And I'm just going to share a link to book a call in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. And do let me know in the comments below which one of these principles you feel that you need to focus on a bit more extra at the moment. And with that said, thank you so much for tuning in, and see you next time.